Hafiday and welcome back to the weekend. We have a lot of stories that caught your attention this week, from a bakery closing because of roaches to a drug bust with a tragic twist. So let's get to it. I'm Peter Santos and here's your TrendSpotting report.
First up, word of a typhoon on the way. Nope, not an actual storm, but a potentially catastrophic event that could leave many without power or water. The pandemic has set back a lot of our island residents when it comes to paying their bills, and there are still some who haven't caught up with utilities. Residents struggling with their bills have been asked over and over to work with the Guam Power Authority and the Guam Waterworks Authority on payment plans to avoid disconnections. Simon Sanchez of the Consolidated Commissions on Utilities confirmed they aren't disconnecting accounts just yet, but it will happen eventually. GPA is also expecting to present its disconnection plan next month. Turning to our viewer comments, Barbara Jean Guerrero said people should be paying anything they can to show good faith in continuing to pay their bills. I'm sure there are those that just can't, but all others should. And Edgar Lozano shared, for people receiving PUA, there's no excuse to why bills aren't paid. Those with reduced hours should get the slack. Joe Castro added, what's next? Landlord evictions? Sticking with the pandemic, it appears we're on the mend with bars and other businesses finally opening up. And in just about a month from now, we're expected to reopen our doors to the world and welcome visitors. Guam Visitors Bureau Vice President Jerry Perez, however, expressed the many guidelines and restrictions still present are holding back the agency's recovery efforts. During a GVB board meeting, Perez said a broader plan could bring in 30 to 60% increase in projected arrivals. Perez said the current health and safety policies are, quote, one-dimensional and an impediment to the pace of recovery. I don't know exactly what this policy is going to look like, but I think it's a conversation that we should have with the right people to come up with a risk-proportionate policy that can be helpful in terms of providing positive impact on our efforts to recover. Perez also said Guam is underperforming in our peer destination group. We put out another poll and asked if Guam is ready to open back up to tourists in April. 35% of you said yes, let them in, while a whopping 65% of you said no, keep them out. And turning to crime, 3 people were arrested this week, busted for drugs in a Dedito container home. Sadly, they weren't the only ones in the home while they were allegedly smoking meth. A 6-month-old baby was found in a room amongst the dangerous drugs. According to court documents, 41-year-old Elaine Marie Castro, 49-year-old Michael Anthony Castro, and 50-year-old Renita Del Chiglina Mano were charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance. Elaine Castro was also slapped with a child abuse charge after allegedly admitting to officers she smoked the drug ice while the infant was in the room. Castro also said she had been using the drug since she was 12 years old. Our comment section was flooded with people upset and angry about the situation. 6-month-old baby in a room filled with meth? I am angry, but more so very sad because the baby is innocent, of the utmost purity. To leave the baby in a room surrounded by drugs, I just can't. I have no words for it. Abuse, negligence, evil. Find them all, GPD, FBI, DEA, ATF, take them all down. These criminals have no shame, no morals, and I guarantee you that there are more babies and children in the homes of these drug dealers. Take them all down. Put them in prison and throw the keys away. I'm sick of it. And late Thursday evening, KUAM got a hold of a public health inspection report detailing numerous infractions at American Bakery. Public health decided to inspect the facility after a complaint came in about a roach baked inside a bread product. And roaches public health found. But there were also rat feces, wastewater improperly disposed of, grease and food particles found throughout the facility. Public health determined it was a health hazard and suspended the bakery's sanitary permit, ordering it closed. This story gained a lot of traction quickly. Marissa Phillip Manabusin said, "Oh man, my donuts cut out. Hurry up guys and clean up and open up because my day won't be complete without my donut." Ruth Pablo Gagnon said, "OMG, very sad, clean it up." And Toby D. Gochar said, "Newsflash, roaches are in every food establishment." Now here's a pallet cleanser. On Friday, it was a glimpse back in time. The Spanish sailing vessel Juan Sebastian del Cano is currently on a global expedition following the original Magellan Elcano circumnavigation of the globe 500 years ago. Take a look at some of the footage from viewers. Island residents were able to get a glimpse of the ship, including some of the traditional proa vessels gliding along with the ship. This could have been what our ancestors saw when Magellan landed, forever changing the destiny of our island, March 6, 1521. The ship will be hosted at Naval Base Guam until March 2nd when it sets sail to the Philippines. For you history buffs, that's where Magellan lost his life to the natives a little more than a month after landing on Guam.
Now that was quite a sight to see. Don't forget to join us next time. Till then, adios.